Hey guys, today we're going to talk about my story of me and stock car racing. Why stock car racing always got my attention, and I always loved it. First of all, this people ask Nick, you know, was this because you're just a boy? Is that why you liked it and your parents gave you cars? Um, actually, it's more like okay. So I'll start with the Lightning McQueen guy. Actually, well, like I discovered on my own. Actually, my mom bought actually how I got into stock racing. Okay, all right, hold on, let me read this. I've been a part of NASCAR and stock racing since 2008. I've been inspired to race since age 10 because of the movie Car. Okay, so I've been inspired to race because of movie Cars, and it all started because of this like McQueen diecast. Not the specific one, but okay. This is just a version of like McQueen. It's the burn up one from Cars 1. I think this is from Cars Tunes, I think. But this is a light Cars 1 Lightning McQueen. We call it Cars, yeah, Cars 1, Burn Up. I remember him being burnt up, that's the thing. Oh, this is Tar, Bessie, okay, the Bessie scene, he has a lot of tar all over him. That's what this is here. Alright. So I'll start with Lightning McQueen. You know, then my movie Cars, my collection got to this. All NASCAR stock cars from the movie Cars, okay? Alright, so that's what people ask. Now, how do you get into stock race? Well, I answer back, it was because the movie Cars and NASCAR stock racing. Particularly nowadays, I kind of still use these in videos, these stock cars from the movie Cars. This is my favorite one, Missy Motorkiss. Number 73, 74, Sidewall Shine. That's cool, I like that. I still have my collection of it. We have a hauler set. I have the whole set here. I have the hauler and the car. This is a 56 or 50, so fiber fuel octane game. Goes with the hauler, see. That's the only race car I have. I don't know how I just got the hauler, but it's just funny. This one's not frequently made, you know. But anyways, let's skip how it's made. This is my story about racing NASCAR. Okay, well, I love NASCAR and stock racing because of the movie Cars. Because the race cars in the movie Cars were stock cars. Okay, how I found out about NASCAR and stock racing. Actually, always knew what NASCAR was. I've been a fan since age 2. Hold on a minute. Because I had this, I had these NASCAR toys. Okay, I always loved NASCAR and stock racing since age 2 because I always had these NASCAR toys since age 2. Um, It's okay, so we move on from movie cars to NASCAR and stock racing. I always loved NASCAR and stock racing. The names I usually knew were Dale Jr. when I was little. So Dale Jr. was the number one name I always knew. Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, of course, Lowe's. Every time I went to Lowe's, I had to. I told my Mom, I want to ride the Jimmy Johnson car, please. And Tony Stewart was a big name, and Kyle Busch. So, oh yeah, I think we mentioned those are the big names. Yeah. Okay. So that went from cars. I played with these cars and these NASCAR toys. Okay, wait, there's one more I played with. Here, oh yeah, and I had this NASCAR race, stock car race car. That's how I. Well, technically, I did discover stock car racing on my own. Well, my uncle Mike gave me this NASCAR cast when I was little. I of course unboxed it. It was in the box. I still play with it. These I kind of play with still. Okay, this is gonna be a long video about my story. So these I played with too. I always remember in kindergarten we got these NASCAR Pez dispensers because I was being a good boy in kindergarten. I always loved Pez dispensers. I got tons of them, from Thomas the Train to Cars to NASCAR. They don't make these anymore, but these are like 2006, 2008 haulers. Tony Stewart, Rusty Wallace. All right. Let's continue. All right. So then, well, stock racing came. So I was love stock racing. Now Wikipedia found out what stock racing was when I was little. Second grade, I looked up what Lightning McQueen is. He said he's a stock car, type of race car based off of a street car. Or if you want to do the professional definition, a stock car is a type of race car based off a trivial production vehicle and raced on oval tracks most of the time. Highest governing body, National Association of Soccer Racing, or NASCAR. Okay, fast forward to when I was fifth grade. All right, wait, hold on. Let me continue this. Okay, okay, sorry. So I always, so then I realized as I got older, like I always loved stock racing my whole life. It was either Thomas the Train or stock racing. I always loved those two as I go. Then fifth grade, I decided stock racing. Okay. Anyways, F1. You ask Nick, how come you never liked F1 Indy cars? First of all, open wheel racing. I did have a couple open wheel diecasts, but never liked open wheel. I always loved stock cars. I believe race cars have doors on them. Jack Roush, that is a perfect quote. Perfect quote. Race cars do have doors on them. That is a perfect thing. Anyways, let's keep reading this. Well, I made this script for myself because I wrote my whole story out. I'm gonna type it, but anyways, I started watching. Wait, what is this? Oh, I started watching NASCAR on TV in fifth grade. My first favorite driver was Daniel Suarez. I didn't care if he was driving, but I only liked it because my favorite color was orange. That's my first NASCAR diecast right there, Daniel Suarez. Okay, and yes, I started watching NASCAR on TV. I've been a fan since 2008, but I was never into watching sports on TV. I mean, yeah, I watched NASCAR sometimes on TV when I was little, but like not all the time. I just didn't like sitting there. Little kids are developing. But when I was in 10th grade, I had interest in watching NASCAR. All right. Then my first stock car race ever I went to, NASCAR race, was at Mission Speedway 2017. I loved it. I was excited. So pumped up. Okay. And we got tickets to the deck. I still have them right here. These are my wristbands. Oops, here it is, yeah. Mine is the blue one, my dad's orange one. I still have those. Okay. Then we came back in 2018. Which one? I got to tell the story. I received my first NASCAR diecast. And these are the diecast I got my first NASCAR race. I saw old diecasts in the plaza. They have. Okay, so I got this one in the plaza back in time when I was in fifth grade. Daniel Suarez was in the Xfinity. Well, he was in the Cup Series, but they sold the old diecast. This was Daniel Suarez. That was my first ever NASCAR die. Well, it was from the hauler from Fanatics. I prefer those over the infield, but sometimes you can find some nice ones in the camping area, or we call it the markets. At Bristol, they have it in Plaza, and along with that, we found Dale Jr. Pre-COT. It's a test car. You don't see these a lot. These are pretty rare. It came on a stand, but of course, knowing me when I was little, I wanted to take that off. Sucker off. Richard Petty. Oh shoot. Oh. All right. Here it is. Here it is. The king of NASCAR. Richard Petty. 200 wins. Yeah. All right. And then it evolved to this. This is my now a day NASCAR. Anyway, so enough about diecast. My story was not about diecast today. My story was about me and stock racing. Anyways, okay, let me put these back. Just distracting me from actually talking. All right. Enough about diecast. We're not. This video was not supposed to be about diecast, but accidentally was. Anyways, all right. So then, okay, we're gonna receive. Okay, that's when we went 2018. 2018, I went to the Autorama. That was my first. Okay, I actually started wanting to race NASCAR in 2018. We got the information here. What is it? Here it is. So we went to the auto show. I got to go and race midget cars. Now, midget car, if you don't know it, it's on the stock car and open wheel racing ladder, but it's mostly on the stock car racing ladder. Most open wheel drivers go from go karts to like F1. When stock car racing, some of us start on midget cars, the type of asphalt sprint car. It's a type of sprint car. It's not open wheel racing or stock racing necessarily. It's its own sport midget cars. Michigan midgets. So we were at the Autorama in Detroit. We got the information for it. Okay. Now my grandparents, very good people, very good people, very good people. I brought this up to my mom. Hey, I want to join this. It's in Clarkston, Michigan, and it's actually pretty far away from us. I'm not telling you where I live. I don't reveal that information. Not even the city. I'm not even real estate. I'm not even gonna say the country. Well, obviously, I live in America, but I'm not gonna tell you what state or because that's private information. Anyways, but we were gonna sign up for this, but the only problem was it was really far away from us. Um, I mean, we live in the Midwest. Fine, we live in the Midwest, but I'm not telling you what state. But um, it wasn't that to me. It wasn't that far, but for mom and dad, it wasn't that far. But for grandma and papa, sometimes my parents are working, so my grandparents would have to take me to a race, and yeah, it took a while for me. Okay, so then I didn't bring up when I was little. I wasn't like I'm not rebellious, but I learned if you want to do something in life, like if you want to race NASCAR, you have to really work for it and beg your parents and plead them and do good in school, and I still have to do that. Um, but I still, my parents agreed that if I get good grades, okay, hold on, we're not there yet. Okay, so anyways, my mom and dad said it was too far for grandma and papa. All right, so then, knowing, for me, I just gave up on. I didn't give up on racing NASCAR, still race NASCAR, but all right, so that's that. So then, okay, I didn't bring this up to my parents again about racing NASCAR until 2020. Here we are in 2020. Or in 2019, I did actually. I said I wanted to be a soccer driver. All right, and or no, it wasn't 20. Oh no, I said that. But that's so cool. But then I found this again. I brought up to my parents again about racing Michigan midgets. Yep, to stock cars or late models, and they said, well, nothing wrong with my grandparents. My grandparents are good people. They just don't like driving far. They're really good people, good people. They just don't like driving far. They're older now. They just want to do stuff local. So my parents, I mean, obviously, they drive that, but some of the races around my my dad and mom were working. So um, my dad works full time. My mom works part time. So that's why. Anyways, so fast forward to okay, it's now like what? Okay, April, my first go kart race. So we didn't join a series because I didn't bring it up to my parents. I thought sim racing would help me because I saw iRacing. I have sim racing. I said, hey, I get experience in there. And when I kind of got mad because after a while I was in my room all day from like morning, just wake up, sit up here all day, do sim racing all day. Then it's like what 5 o'clock, go down for dinner, and my dad was getting mad. He's like, Nick, you can't be up in your room all day. And my mom said she wanted to spend time with me, so I did. My dad wasn't mad that my parents are okay with me wanting to race NASCAR. They just want me to get like decent grades in school, so that way, Yeah. Anyways, so then in April we found this article from motorsport.com, how to be a stock car driver, and my dad reads articles about stuff where I just like find on the internet sometimes. On like a legit sites that are written by like engine tuners on mechanics. That's how I learned how to work on cars. I learned the basic stuff from my dad, like how to change a tire, how to like minor things like that. But big things like engine tuning and all that for stock car racing, I'm learning on my own. Yeah. Anyways, so all right, where are we at now? Shoot. Wait a minute. Okay, alright. So, okay, so one thing before I skipped about my story was that my dad's friend Josh was pretty good at the go-kart track at MIS. Forgot to say that. It was old track go-kart, Jack Speedway was there. They weren't giving information out. But it was an experience. That was my first time in a like race car, you know. We had the helmet on me and I thought it was pretty good, you know. I felt like the helmet I fit in that helmet pretty good, you know. I liked it. I didn't it wasn't like uncomfortable. I liked one well, the only thing about it is I like putting the visor up. I don't like the visor down because it's too, you know, I can't see that good with the visor down. It was dirty, the visor. I had to put it back up because I'm like, I can't take how dirty it is. And of course, I broke my hand because I put it on the engine. The guy said it was hot. I put my elbow and I burned. Well, I didn't burn it. I just like tapped it. But fast forward to 2020. All right. Anyways, yeah. But here, okay. So it wasn't easy, you know, telling my parents. Okay, now it's 2020. Okay, so now it's okay April. Okay, so from April, or no, from March to September, I've been doing like going to this one mini golf and go kart place, and this one place called Karts Kart in Michigan, and I've been practicing like maneuvering for kart racing. You know, I'm not starting on cars. I'm probably gonna start on like legend cars or Bandelero cars. Cause like Bandelero cars probably because like legend cars. You like Kyle started legend cars. He didn't do go karts. He's kind of similar to my story. You know, he did like well like go karts around his neighborhood and like just around his neighborhood. Me, I did scooters and like bikes and stuff on two wheels, and I went to four wheels on like I'm not an actual series, but I'm doing sim racing. Um, well, me when I used to play sim race, well, when I was just sim racing with the wheel at arcades, I actually was serious about it. When I did go karts, I was serious about it. But then if I played a NASCAR video game with the joystick, I was just fooling around because I'm like, hey, this is not competitive. Now I'm actually not fooling around, regardless what game it is or what like it's a real life stock car race. I'm really working hard. Anyways, then in August or September, October, I bring up to my dad, hey, or actually, it was late October or early November. I found the Michigan Legends Association at Spartan Speedway. I say, hey, Dad, you know, I think we should start a legend card. It says we did get information for go karts in August, but or September, but like my dad said, you know, hey Nick, I want you to be in an actual car, you know. So I think he's right. I want to start Legend K. Fast forward, it is okay. So I gave my dad the information for Michigan Legends and the race Bandelero and Legends at Spartan Speedway. Um, it's not in Lansing, no, not Lansing, but okay. And then I found out my hero was Nash driver Natalie Decker. Okay, so yeah, if I get a grade school, I'll race legend cars. Okay, move on. My number one hero, national driver hero was Nally Decker. People ask, why is a girl your hero? You know, do you have a crush on her? And people on YouTube who are the haters call me a simp. I don't listen to haters. I don't listen to lovers. Not everybody, not everybody. My family thinks it's fine. They don't say anything wrong with it. My sister calls me a simp, of course. My sister always bowls who doesn't. Well, my sister's nice to me, but you know, we just make fun of each other. Let's do that. Yeah, Natalie Decker. I drew this picture actually. Number 52, Natalie Decker, Arc 2020. It's my number one favorite NASCAR paint scheme. Um, so yeah. Anyways, let's focus the camera on something. All right. So let's do this. Okay. So, all right. All right. My number one NASCAR hero is Natalie Decker. So asked Nick, you know, why is the girl here? Do you have a crush on her? I never had a crush on her, but how I found out Natalie Decker, well, Haley Dean and Natalie Decker or my true number one favorite drivers. Mostly Nelly Decker, actually, true. Yeah, Halo Deep and Nelly Decker, I'd say, because Nelly Decker I discovered this year in March because saw an article about her getting top five at Daytona trucks, and then her making her NASCAR ARC Menard Series debut. Yeah, and Nelly Decker's my number one NASCAR. Don't accuse me, she's beautiful, but I don't have a crush on her. Well, mostly because I mean, she's my favorite driver. She's awesome. I mean, she's talented. And people like my sister thinks I still have a crush. I'm like, I don't have a crush. Okay, I mean, she's beautiful, but I'm not focused on getting a girlfriend. Anyways, okay, it's 2020 now. It's December 2020. My favorite paint scheme is still Nally Decker's and 29 Technology number 52. Far Out Toys NASCAR Arc Modern Series. I wish they made a diecast, but that's the best. That's the best like paint scheme in NASCAR. All right. Anyways, keep going here. All right. So here I spawn back. Some people ask me, Nick, why do you? Okay, let's put Nally Decker's car on the camera. I have an ARCA 2018 diecast. Well, it's just ARC 2018, but I say it's ARCA 2020, so that way I can, afford future. Let's do a 2020 diecast. I guess ARC 2020, whatever. Now, this one's really nice. I like it. Number Chevy, Hot Toys 44. Chevy, Ford, the best manufacturers. Anyways, let's put myself in between. Alright. So, Swift Message, number 52. Okay. I'm making check marks on it. That's my OCD. I feel like I have to tell myself I swear national. Anyways, but so now Decker's my hero. Okay, when I respond back, I say, driver's driver, picker member's picker member, fabricator's a fabricator, engineer's engineer, a driver's driver, etc., etc. No matter female or male. I think honestly, female can be. I mean, a male can, or no, a female driver can be a male's hero or a female's hero, just like a male driver can be female's hero, male's hero. It doesn't matter in soccer what gender you are. We're all people. Stock race. No matter if you're a fan, driver, team owner, you a picker member, and if you work in the shop, you count as a picker member because picker members are there on race day, like the engine tuners in the shop are there on race day too to tune the engine on race day. So, but it's a common misconception that the people in the pits are the picker members. That's true, they are. But then also the people in the garage are the picker members too. Sometimes fabricators like are the guys that are like they don't go over the wall, but sometimes the fabricators come to the race and they're the people who hand the tire guys the tire. They're also fabricators in the shop. And then the engineers obviously got to come to the race because the weather affects the tuning of the engine, and it really does. So they got to tune it up, and there's always. So that's why I learned a lot about like how to run a team. So I think more race legend cars can be like pretty good. Anyways, so I made this little picture here, of a female and a male and female, saying, "You're my hero," and then here's a male saying, female and male saying, "You're my hero." What does it say? Hey, so yeah, I already said that. So I want to be just like NASCAR now, decorate open race NASCAR stock cars, and okay, if you're wondering, this is not. I'm not trying to bring up politics, but I made this um a thing that says NASCAR Lives Matter. If you're wondering what it means, small barbacoa downstairs. If you're wondering what NASCAR Lives Matter means, it means like we're all the people of NASCAR. No matter if you're a driver, fan, pick, remember, no matter if you're female or male, black or white, gay or straight. You know, we're all people in NASCAR, so we shouldn't say, oh, you know, they say Bud Walls is fighting alone. I'm like, he's one of the people in NASCAR. What do you mean? He's surrounded by us, the people of NASCAR. We're with him. He's with us. So, but, bro, just like that. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, you should identify as your ethnicity and gender, but like, we're all people in NASCAR. That's why I made NASCAR Lives Matter. Um, don't get offended by this. I'm gonna turn the comments off so nobody brings up politics. That's why I did it for my other NASCAR Lives Matter video, because I don't want politics to be shown. But, anyways, so that's my story. All right, there we go. Next year, now Decker's my hero. Next year, I'm gonna race legend cars or Bandelero cars if I get graded in school. My grades pretty decent. I got like some C's, A's, and B's. You know, I had a D in F one class, and I raised a grade. You know, so far we're looking really good. You know, got A's and B's, C's, A in like maybe B plus in Spanish, whatever. I'm not telling you my grades. Anyways, thank you for watching. And Nash Natalie Decker, my hero. If you're watching this, please subscribe. That'd be awesome. If Natalie Decker actually subscribed to my channel, I'd be like, oh my goodness. So, I mean, you don't have to subscribe if you want to, but thank you for watching, everybody. And if Nash Natalie Decker you're watching, you're my hero, and see you guys later. This is my favorite paint scheme. I can't stop saying that. I'm glad she was with Ford and Chevy this year. Because Toyota, I mean, sorry Toyota, but Toyota's just not that good. I don't like Toyota. I used to like Toyota back when I was in sixth grade. I wanted as my manufacturer. Then I like Dodge, and then I like Ford and Chevy. But now I like Ford and Chevy. Those are the best. Anyways, thanks for watching, and bye.